Next time I
live.
play a wizard, that's my familiar.
What? Okay. We're
Round
live.
Next
one.
Oh my
time I play
god.
a wizard, that's my familiar.
And then all you have to do is use catapult.
I said we're live.
Yeah, but you're not the DM, so why would we listen to you?
Oh, that's fantastic. I love it.
Oh, so we are.
Hi,
Everybody ready?
everyone.
Are we sure that everybody's ready? Can they hear us?
Yes, I double checked the audio. Discord's
they-
coming
do
through,
we want
and so
them
it's
to?
fine. I don't know.
Okay.
I think that's the point of going live, though. So
What's the point of going live? I'm totally
he-
fucking up.
people hearing us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Being
Oh.
perceived. Being perceived. All right. Well, hello. And welcome to Endless Night, our Rhyme of the Frost Maiden game here on the Midgardia RPG stream. I am DM Samuel, and I am your DM for this wonderful game, and I am here with my players who will introduce themselves in the order they are on the Roll20 screen.
I think that's still me first.
Yes, it is.
Hi, guys. My name is Karu, and I play Edimia Argent, the mess of a noble, celestial warlock, protector Asmar, champion of the good, and all that bullshit.
Sounded like you said the massive ASMR.
I mean, yes. ASMR.
Yeah. I think you have it in the wrong order. It's Smart Asimar.
Mm.
Hi, I'm Zio. I'm playing Sigrid Ellis. She is a Rune Knight fighter and an Earth Genasi, and she is the spoiled brat's babysitter. That's the only reason she's here.
Help! There's a black paw pawing at the things under my screen. My screen has just sprouted ears.
Show.
Hi, I'm Sho. I'm playing Bitterfrost, the Boreal Bloodline Sorcerer. Levistus Tiefling who found out his daddy was Levistus. Whoopsie.
Well, that kind of makes that Levistus bloodline pretty. Oh God! Ah,
Karu!
cat.
Oh, cat.
Wow, extreme cat close up. I'm Matt. I'm playing Oryx, the Earth Genasi Path of the Beast Barbarian. I think he would relate to the crazy creature that's invading Karu's personal space right now. And speaking of cats,
I'm a kitty. I'm Pi. I'm playing Ember, the blade singing wizard. Tabaxi. He used to be a familiar, and now he has thumbs. It's great. Magic can do wonderful things. Like thieving. I mean, would never do crimes. Am crimeless. Completely innocent.
Doubt.
You see this face? This is the face of doubt.
This is
Sometimes
the face of innocence.
perception does not match reality.
Also, Pi, are you sure you don't have disadvantage on deception? Because that was totally unbelievable in a sense there.
What? No, I just put my paw on my tail. No disadvantage. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Your ears
So
are also giving you away.
When did I get to 3 levels of exhaustion?
When we got to
Well, you
several times. In
having
fact.
a
No.
body is
so
difficult.
what happened was, yeah. So anyway, we're running this game on Roll20, so you should definitely check out Roll20 because Roll20 is awesome. We're still sponsored by Roll20, right? Okay, awesome. That's good. Just making sure. Even if we weren't, I'd still say they're awesome, but it's good to know, right? Anyway,
Yeah.
so what happened last time? Well, you snuck into a giant skull-shaped fortress of frost giants and met a walrus on a skating rink and a frost giant who's been guarding something for a really long time. And then you stole some stuff and left. Oh, and you saw some statues.
Yeah.
We would
What were
never
the statues
stole
of?
stuff.
Me. My
And-
mother.
Big,
Roll's
bitter,
and the
Bitter's
kid.
mom, and the kid.
You know, chosens.
Each under a different one of Earl's tenants.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the rooms of doom.
Yeah, and when we started going to the rooms, we thought, oh, it's just a statue of whoever goes into the room, because Sig went into the room and then there was a statue of Sig. So obviously, this magical room just makes you into a statue. And then,
It happened again with Bitter.
Better got a statue. So and then the three of us, they were like, where's our statue?
You don't
And then
want
And-
one.
Oryx
and
went
also-
into a room, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
there wasn't a statue of Oryx.
right. I think
Yep.
that was the one.
The
It was
kid.
Bitter's mother.
Oh, was it?
Yep. I think so.
That was the
Oh.
cruelty room.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it definitely was.
Isolation was the kid.
Mhm.
Endurance was Sig. And
Perseverance.
preservation.
Have perseverance being bitter.
Yeah.
I think it's preservation.
Mm-hmm.
It started
But
with
that
a
was it.
P.
Yes.
The P one.
How long were we on our escape vessel, by the way?
Well, right at the end of the session, you all made it to the designated meeting place to meet up with Angajuk, the whale who has the
Yep,
boat
yep.
on his back.
The whale bubble, yes.
Yeah.
Bubble whale.
And then we ended it, and I said everybody gets to level up to level 7. Yay! And you were standing sort of on the ice waiting for the whale. So the whale shows up,
Okay.
and then you take a 3-day journey back to the mainland.
In which
Does
I
Addie
lose.
get any sleep?
Do I get any long rests?
Yeah.
To attempt.
So
do you want me to make you a fancy house?
the journey takes like 3 days, and so over that 3 days, so everybody needs to make con saves.
So 1 per day.
One for all of you, but Addie has to make one per day.
Okay. Poor Sig.
Yeah, really. Sig is
It's
like also
been
dealing.
annoying.
Listen,
Sig is-
Sig's got a +7 and rolled a 9. Total.
Yeah.
I have
Sig is-
disadvantage and
He
I rolled better.
Better.
Oof.
Well, because Sig is
Listen.
dealing with babysitting the one who looks perpetually tired.
Sig's also been dealing with a lot of shit since midwinter.
For some reason.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not rolling more because I need to know if that actually takes care of an exhaustion level or not.
Yes, it
Oh,
does.
right.
Okay, cool.
So
Whoop,
No
you
no,
longer
not
have
for
disadvantage?
the other way. The
Because
other way.
this time as you're traveling, instead of giving you a tour of the trip, the whale Angajuk could tell how sort of worn out everybody was, and he's sort of humming a soothing tune for the entire 3 days that you're traveling. He like is humming.
He's such a good
this
whale.
tune. Okay, so Addie is cured of all of her exhaustion. However,
for now.
When was the
Sig.
last time that happened? Yeah.
So, you for the middle night, so you're on there 3 days, and so the night of the middle day, and then you're going to get there sort of at the end of the 3rd day. You'll get to the mainland. You have these horrible visions in the middle of the night, and what you see is this horrific worm-like creature traveling through tunnels with sort of parts of its body rotting off, and it looks like fresh battle wounds that are sort of festering, um and riding on the back of the thing that's traveling through is a young boy that you recognize.
Oh no.
And for these, you sort of you're asleep, and this sort of vision slash dream wakes you up a couple of 2 or 3 times, and always just before you wake up, what happens is the creature, the slimy worm-like creature, sort of turns to you, but instead of having a sort of human, so as you're in the vision, you're seeing it sort of from the lateral view, right? You're seeing like the side view as it tunnels through, but as it turns towards you, and when you see it from the side view, it just looks kind of like it has like a really big human male torso, right, with like a worm-like body, right? But as it turns towards you, it kind of transforms from a human-like torso into this enormous brown worm-shaped head and neck portion with sort of gills on its side. It almost looks like an eel, but as it gets closer to you, it opens its mouth and it has teeth that are barbed. Like the teeth aren't just long, sort of pointy teeth with one sharp thing, but they have little barbs that come out on each of the teeth, and there are several rows of teeth, and it sort of opens its mouth and comes towards you, and then you wake up each of those times. It doesn't actually cause you to have any levels of exhaustion because you know fully that it's a dream state. It's not like a dream where you feel like you're there and it's really exhausting and all that. It's just really it's like bad visions, but it's not like you sleep for a really long time and then right at the end of that is when you have the vision and then you wake up. Um, and that happens 2 or 3 times, so you go through, like, 2 or 3 different sleep cycles that night, and you wake up. And each time that it happens, the thing gets closer to you as it moves towards you. Um, Addie, you also dream of that horrible, nasty, worm-like thing with all the wounds and all that, but always as you're sort of seeing it, you hear the humming of the whale and it kind of pulls you back into a safer feeling area and the vision kind of goes as if it sort of pulls away as if the camera pulled back really quickly really far and then sort of winks out of sight and it doesn't even wake you up, you just sort of sleep through it almost. And then eventually, as you're sleeping, you fall back into that level where you start seeing it again, but then the whales humming sort of brings you out of it. So the long and short of it is, mechanically speaking, all of you get 3 good nights sleep or 2 good nights sleep, and then you're going to be dropped off sort of at the end of the second day or at the end of the third day. So you would be coming into the third night. Um, and everyone is no exhaustion. You feel rested. It's been relatively soothing, but now you're, about to get to the mainland and you need to maybe talk about uh what your next, you know, what you're going to do now. What is your next task that you're going to do
Is the
as
whale
you are
drop?
coming as you're coming up to the as you're coming up to the mainland. Angajuk says, "Oh, there's someone there waiting for you."
What?
Is it a lady?
White hair, eye patch,
I
Kind of
hope it's the
stellar
grumpy.
angry
expression.
witch.
Yep, that looks like her.
Oh,
Okay.
All right,
Nah.
all right.
that, that solves that solves that. It's a question of what our next move is because it was going to be find Velen.
Yeah.
And make sure the little kid is where we put him.
Hopefully.
Let's just make sure that she
By
doesn't
the
have a
way,
new undead
did
follower.
Sig say anything about her funny dreams, or did she just, wake up, shake her head, and go on her day?
Considering the fact that she realizes it's a dream and she's really hoping it's just her mind being a bitch, she's not saying anything.
Okay.
So back to what's the name?
Well, Ludlingwood.
Lonelywood. Oh no.
Oh no.
No, we like Lonelywood.
No. Oh, that's why. Oh no. Karu, navigating away from roll 20. Bravo.
Did
Oh,
you
what
go to
happened?
PayPal again?
I hope not.
I don't even remember what I was trying to click on, but I was trying to click on something and I clicked on a link instead. My link bar is right above where the thing is to change tabs in Roll20. So I went to click on the journal and my mouse
Yeah,
slipped upwards.
So also, don't forget what you took from the fortress.
yeah,
you
but
took
those things
Orb.
were taken for. Well, I mean, we were getting them because Velen wanted them.
Yeah, so we
So
don't
we
know if we'll
need-
be able to go to Lonely Wood. It matters what Velen says when we talk to her.
Yeah, but the problem is she has never caught up with us, and now it's
She's
been
there.
like a
Well, now
week
she will.
since we
Now
saw
she
her.
will.
I mean, hopefully, but if she's not, then where the fuck is she?
She's right
Pardon
on-
my
there.
She's
language.
right there.
She's on
she's
the
on the
mainland.
shore waiting for you.
Yeah,
Oh,
Angajuk
okay,
told
never
us
mind.
that there
I've
was
been
no
paying
weird witch.
so
Yeah.
much attention.
Wow.
Wow. Are you sure? Are you awake yet? And I'm just gonna.
You know, I'm still
kinda pinch
thinking
her cheek.
of the whale and how much it's gonna suck when I go to sleep again without the whale.
Aw.
So
Oh,
also remember
I'm
that
here.
my little hut is nothing. Poke, poke, poke.
I'm just going to use shape water to make a little action figure of the whale, including the freaking.
Bubble.
Here, sleep with this.
That's so cool.
so you remember you also took that crystal ball thing.
Yep.
The
The
professor
profe-
orb.
Oh
that has
God,
a bunch
has
of
it
You
stuff.
been?
mean the orb?
Has it been talking to us this whole time? Because wasn't it like an actual sentient thing?
Yeah.
It is a
Yeah.
sentient thing. It hasn't said a word since you got on the whale.
What?
Did the
It
weasel
was
come
really
with?
chatty before that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
There's an orb, a book, and a talking weasel.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
What?
No, the weasel
weasel.
could not talk.
The orb did.
Oh,
The
Yeah.
orb
okay.
talked.
I was confused for a second.
Shit, are
Okay.
we getting another familiar?
Okay, then we'll approach Velen, I guess.
Well, first we have to thank Angajuk for his help.
Oh yes. I
Yes.
mean, I think Addie is going to be very appreciative and thank him. You have done me a great service. I will never forget you. But like for real, not being sarcastic.
Yeah. Mm,
So so you all debark from Angajuk's back,
yes,
Mhm.
we debark
Mhm.
from the whale.
and
I think.
he bids you adieu.
Bye. Thank you.
Mhm. And he says goodbye to the professor, who he has apparently been having a telepathic conversation with this entire time.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
not
wondering
either.
why it wasn't bugging us.
I retrieved the bell before we leave. I
Hey,
think we
Good idea.
Velen!
I think we left it
Mhm.
there.
We did.
Yep.
That's why I'm surprised that Valen didn't show up at the abode.
Angajuk was waiting for us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So he tells you right before he leaves that if you need him again, you can just ring the bell. But I mean, he says something really obvious, right? That there has to be some water around for him to
Yeah. Mhm.
be able to get there.
So
But he'll hear the bell
Liquid water?
wherever you
Yes, liquid
bring
water.
it. Yes, liquid water. Salt water preferably.
Presumably a large enough body for a whale of water for a whale to fit in.
So big.
Presumably, yes.
just fill a tub with water and call him.
Would he
Little
be
mug.
the size that fits the water?
Just baby Angachuk.
Science.
Anyways.
No.
So he's not a magical whale. He is an uplifted whale, right? So
Huh.
chances are he is not going to conform to the size of the bathtub that you call him to. He's going to crush the bathtub and all of you that were standing around it. Okay.
Okay, but hear me out. Somebody casts demiplane. We fill it with water,
Anyways.
and then we reenact Star Trek 4.
We
Anyway,
also have to bring a flower pot.
Oh God.
Okay, anyways. Let's go over to Velen.
Does she look pissed or does she just look like
Tired.
she's waiting?
The
She
question is how pissed she looks.
Shh.
Velen has resting bitch face.
She is curious. She's looking at you with great anticipation in her eyes.
I'm assuming seeing the whale come up is like, oh, okay, so they got the whale part down.
Well, because remember, she knew that you had the bell.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's the one that taught us how to use it.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Velen, it's good
Wait,
to
wait,
see
wait,
that
wait,
you're
wait.
safe.
Did you
The
get the
kid.
codicil?
How's the kid?
Shing.
The kid's fine.
Ooh.
Also, Sig just points at Ember.
Who has the book going? Fing!
And
We
What, it
also have
hasn't
an
talked?
orb,
And a weasel.
It likes to
Excuse me.
talk.
The weasel doesn't
apparently.
talk.
The orb does, apparently.
she holds her hand out.
What are you going to do with these things?
This orb is going to help us get into the glacier.
Okay, so you don't need it until we get to the glacier.
Are you telling me that you're not going to give me the orb?
I am worried of the fact that you disappeared on us for days and we ended up going alone.
You told me to ensure the safety of the young boy.
Yeah, I was gonna say we kind of
Yeah.
made sure.
Addie, that was
Addie.
Yeah.
us. Don't
Okay,
don't
fine.
be that much of a bitch now that
Hey,
you're rested.
Orb, where do you want to go? You cool with the witch lady?
She's a
The
necromancer.
witch
Velen,
lady.
Hmm.
Which lady?
Ouch.
Oh, you should have seen that coming.
Velen.
I don't think she's a witch.
No, she's a necromancer.
Okay, so wizard. You want to go with the wizard lady?
I thought you were a wizard.
Yes, but I'm not a wizard lady. I'm a wizard kitty cat.
Well, I do not have a form the same way that you do, so genders don't matter to me. But are you or are you not a wizard?
Uh-huh.
So I don't have the option of staying with you?
I mean, if that's
Velen,
what
I
you
don't know
like.
if you want the orb. It's very sassy.
She still has her hand out. She's just kind of staring.
I
Give
just
her the
hold my
orb.
arm out with the weasel, kind of just like just shoo the weasel, just scurry down my arm and jump in her hand.
But
Yeah, I don't know who
But-
has the orb. Is it Addie?
Was it Eddie? I
Might
don't
have
know.
been.
Yeah, I don't actually know who has it.
I'm not saying a word.
Because I know I have the codicil,
Look, if you know
but I
something
don't
that
think I have both.
the rest of us have forgotten in the month
Yeah,
and a
No.
half
no.
since our last game.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. It's not that I
Okay.
know. It's just that Professor Orb is in my inventory for some reason.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So
then
you
must
have it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Professor Orb.
Hand it
Just
over.
shake, 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 shake.
Yeah, I'm going.
It's a
I
snow
can't even
globe.
give it to you. I don't know where it is.
Bitter. Just hand it over so we can
Oh.
get on with the next step.
Over there.
Sure. Mm. And then I'm just gonna
Thank
turn
you.
and give it to Ember instead.
And what of the codicil?
Ember has the codicil. I thought he'd already handed it over, but I guess he
I
hasn't.
was
Just-
reading.
It's a book. Do you really think the cat is gonna let
You
go of
may
the book?
you may have to
In-
share it with the cat.
In no way did Ember hand over that book.
No.
No.
Listen, you're going to have to look over his shoulder when it comes to the
Yeah.
book because he doesn't let go of books.
Mm-hmm.
But look, you have the Professor Orb. Can we just get on with the next step, please?
Ember,
Well, we're waiting.
can you waiting for what?
We're waiting for Sinar. He'll be here in the morning.
You got him to leave the forest?
How did that happen?
Will the tomb be all right without him?
Well, I told him that we're going to the glacier,
Okay.
and so he wants to come with us.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So we wait here for him. Is it like
I mean, there's still the
he'll
shack.
find us here?
That's a shock.
You can read the book until Sonar gets here. Then I'm reading it again. I've only gone through it a couple times.
Just don't read it out loud.
Why would I do that? Then
Why
I'd
do
have
you
to
do
figure out how to
anything?
pronounce everything. It's really hard.
He's not going to read it out loud, is he? Has he read it out loud already?
No, he hasn't.
No.
Like he said, that would mean he'd have to pronounce the words, and he can't do that.
Well, then I guess
Is
it's a
that
good thing you have me, isn't it?
Will we be going? Will we be going straight to the glacier once Sonar arrives? Or we need to stop anywhere along the way for anything?
Well, it's my preference to go directly to the glacier.
I
I
think
would
that's
leave
better.
right now if I wasn't waiting for Sonar.
What of your companions?
What of them?
Have you heard of
You
them?
are my companions. What do you mean?
I mean the ones that you're working
doggies.
against.
Oh,
If I'm working against them, they're not companions.
Former companions. There you go. What happened to those people?
I have
colleagues?
no idea. That's why I'm in a hurry.
Oh,
We should
okay.
leave as soon as we can.
That's
I
fair.
was just checking that you hadn't caught up
That
with
she
them or
hadn't.
something.
so paranoid.
I was worried that she had been waylaid by them, not that she had gone to them.
And you wonder why
That's
you
still
were
paranoia.
exhausted ever since we got here. If you can't even calm your brain long enough to sleep.
Yeah,
There's
should
a
I
lot.
should I make us all a nice hut while we wait for Sonar?
Yeah,
then?
make a camp. We
I'm like,
need a
okay,
camp
fine.
that looks like easy enough to hide.
Cat.
Easy enough to hide. Are you still hiding from something?
I think it's more we don't want to risk encountering, say, your former comrades or anything else that lives out here. It's more of a precaution than anything
We did
else.
just break into a goddess's home.
Yeah, if a certain winter goddess happens to just be flying overhead, we don't want her catching
Yeah.
sight of us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
To be fair, we didn't mess up the place too badly, but you know,
Yeah, it's more of a precaution than anything else.
Also, apparently, somebody's been making statues of some of our party members
and other people.
and other people, but
Mm.
yes, grumpy Mr. Hooves over here and big lady here, points to Sig, had their very own statues in the skull chamber.
Yeah, I didn't really like seeing it.
I mean, it was well made, wasn't it? The statue in the room I went to was well made.
Even if it was well made, it doesn't change the fact I didn't like seeing a statue of myself.
Same or others.
And why do you not appreciate the statues of yourselves? That's usually a great honor when a statue is made of someone.
Not when it's
Not
made by an
when
evil
it's-
goddess.
Yeah, there we go.
And there were statues of the little kid that you escorted. Thank you very much. And his mom, Angry Hooves' mom.
I'm gonna punch him in the shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, even if the statue is, I mean, it might even be more of an honor if you're made into a statue by a goddess. Obviously, she's noticed you.
That's not
I
necessarily a
don't
good
want to
thing.
be noticed by her.
Yeah, there we go. I'd rather not get noticed.
Oh, to not be perceived.
Basically.
Oh, you people. No accounting for taste among you.
11
Anyway.
minutes
Agree to
later, there's a
disagree.
hut.
Hey, look, a hut.
Okay, so you're gonna sleep for the night?
Yep.
We at the very least get inside the hut to continue chatting so that we are invisible, well, as invisible as a bubble of white is in a white.
Listen, we
area.
don't stick out nearly as much as
Yeah, you can make
A
the
whole bunch
outside
of
look like
races.
anything. We can literally look like a pile of snow.
probably ice at this point, but
Snow and ice.
Yep.
Basically, mostly ice with a layer of snow over top.
So the evening passes mostly without incident. There is a bit of bad weather coming in. So you hear, whenever you check, you actually, when you're inside, you don't hear or feel the effects of the weather, but as you are, just open up my spreadsheet here. As you are,
Actually, I don't think the dome stops sound.
oh, it doesn't stop sound. Oh, I was thinking that
Mm.
it sort of
The
insulated
dome
you.
is opaque from the outside, and it specifies that the inside is comfortable and dry regardless of the weather outside, but it does not stop
Okay.
any sound
Yeah.
from entering or leaving the orb. It only stops magic.
So then you are greatly
We can definitely hear a storm if there's
disturbed
a
And
storm.
by
see it.
the large amount of gusts of wind and lightning strikes that
Ooh.
are
Somebody's mad.
occurring all around.
Hmm.
And occasionally they hit the dome and it does that thing, like those electricity balls where you touch them and all the electricity goes to your fingertip. It kind of does that thing,
Cool.
but it kind of goes around, and it's almost as if it's investigating the dome, and then it goes and soaks into the ground.
Hmm.
That's bad.
Yeah, I
We
don't
need
like
to.
that.
Me either. Why did we make a camp this close to freaking?
Because we have to stay here.
Because we're
Sonar.
waiting for Sonar.
Listen, at least we have the tiny hut.
I did suggest making the hut inside the house, but
Yeah, the house would have exploded
That's true.
and lit on fire.
I mean, it's made of stone
Food.
and ice.
So it
Also,
would
hi,
melt
Garm.
Pie, what you eating? Potato?
Garm was very impressed with my smarts. I don't know, there was stuff from the slow cooker. There's meats and potato.
Is it from the recipe book I got him for Christmas?
Garm father was cooking tonight.
Okay. That doesn't mean it couldn't be from the cookbook.
Mhm.
I
No,
mean,
I
the
think this was.
cookbook.
I need to get rid of things before they go bad. Let's dump them all in a pot.
Oh my god, he's getting rid of things before they go bad.
Wait, so he cooked it all in one pot
yeah.
It's a slow cooker.
from frozen?
Now, do you see why we make
Mhm.
fun of Garm?
Poor Garm, man. He takes a beating from you guys. Jeez.
Very
He
strong.
brings it on himself.
He's not even in this game, and he's getting
I
roasted.
know.
We lived with this cooking for 2 years. I've heard of mayo taco night.
What?
I'm sorry, what?
You heard exactly what it was.
I
What do we have left? Well, we have tacos, shells, and mayo. Well,
Mayo
there's
taco
dinner.
night.
I'm so glad
Pie.
that our party has better rations than that fridge.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
could forage for better rations than that fridge.
Not in this weather, you can't.
You'd be surprised. I'm not.
Anyway, so
Anyways.
the evening goes by, and the lightning storm and wind stays, so that when you wake up in the morning, there is still a lightning storm and heavy winds.
He's pissed.
You think Sonara's okay?
Part of me feels like she's not the one getting targeted. Although she does have the orb, so maybe she's also getting targeted, but she's also a magic user, so she probably can make a shelter like this.
What?
Right, Sonar, listen, I'm half asleep. Sonar
Velen is
probably
with
isn't even
us.
getting noticed.
Velen is
Sonar
with us.
probably isn't getting noticed.
I mean, he's not even
Also,
alive, so I guess he doesn't even.
Sonar's been guarding that grove for how long by himself?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
mostly asleep, but
Listen, I think he'll be fine.
Okay, the better question is, I think it's about 8 hours, which means this hut is gonna collapse.
Do we see Sonar?
Yeah, so you all wake up, and you see that during the night there has been a statue that has been created that looks like Velen with some over-exaggerated features on her face.
Are we talking about rude, over exaggerated features or.
hmm
Oh. I just look at Bitter and Ember.
Am crimeless. Crimeless.
You're
Innocent.
right. Bitter can't keep a straight face.
I'm smirking pettily, and I'm not even trying to hide it.
Yeah. Ember just looks really confused. Like, even if I could do that, how would I have done that? Maybe
So
I can do that.
Velen
Maybe I gotta work on that.
sees the statue and says, "Very grown up," and she walks out.
I mean, he is a child.
She turns and says, "By the way, Sonar's here waiting for us."
Cool,
How-
let's go. Try not to get hit by lightning.
How did? Okay. Oh.
Listen, I don't question anything anymore. Let's just get a move on.
Addie absolutely thought that was a bad sign that the statue was definitely Aurel's doing because Aurel had figured out who had the orb and the thing and was thinking the most terrible scenarios until the other people were like, Bitter, you shouldn't do these things. And she was like, yeah, Bitter, don't. Totally
Yeah, I
was.
totally knew it was you, Bitter.
Totally knew it was
Gosh.
you.
That's why I asked if it was like a perfect replica or had rude exaggerations. Because if it was a perfect replica, could be
Yeah,
a real.
Aurel.
Anything rude, it was either going to be Ember or Bitter.
Yeah,
And
so
Bitter's already
Bitter's
proven.
the one that makes makes
he
statues.
described it as over-exaggerated snooty bitch face. That's how he described it.
So the nose just points like almost up at about a 70-degree angle.
No,
or so.
like literally looking down. If she had glasses, she would have them down and be looking at you
Oh yeah.
from those.
Yeah.
That kind of expression. I mean,
What
to
has
be
she
fair,
ever done to you people? She has been an ally.
Listen,
A
I've at
bitchy
least
one,
been
but she's been an ally since the
I know.
beginning.
I've been nice to her, I'm going to point
Mhm.
out.
Yes, only Sig. Everyone else. I guess Oryx has been nice
Oryx.
too. Okay, Ember
See-
and Bitter have been really not nice to her.
And Addie's just been a
Addie's-
suspicious bitch.
Addie's suspicious
Yeah.
of everyone, okay? Especially
Right.
necromancers who disappear and appear whenever they want.
I mean,
Like,
I'm
she
just
wants to
very protective of
believe.
my new book.
in that aspect, I wouldn't mind so much because if I could do it, I would.
She wants to believe in Velen. God, she wants to believe in Velen. But there's a part of her that's also like, everyone
screw us
wants
over.
to either kill me or use me, so also I feel like we're being used.
We are being.
I mean,
used.
she never said that she wasn't using us,
Exactly.
but we're using her too.
Yes, when
Yeah.
you were fighting the dragon, who gave you the healing potions so that you wouldn't die? When you needed to go travel somewhere really quick, who gave you a very fast set of zombie dogs?
Yeah, no, like I said, the question that she posed the day before was more because part of her was concerned that the reason Velen didn't catch up with us was that the other party had caught up to her and that we might have to go rescue her. Not that like so yeah, she doesn't fully trust her, but also she cares enough to want to make sure Velen is okay because she realizes this is a powerful ally and we need her.
Listen, if the other group caught up to her and Velen was having problems, there is nothing that we could have done. She was just gonna be screwed.
I mean,
And honestly, most of why Bitter is acting this way to her is because it's like you don't understand that I don't want to be noticed by the patron goddess of the person who tried to sacrifice me to said patron goddess.
that's fair.
And how it's an honor to be. No, it's not an honor. I also just found out that my father is a fucking devil. Or, sorry, demon. Of hell. Actual hell. So it's like, a lot of it's just Bitter's family drama.
Bitter is on edge.
He's projecting.
Uh-huh. I wasn't allowed to freaking actually kill my mother. Thanks, Auril.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Okay, so as you walk outside, right outside of the tent, sitting in the snow, is an enormous boat. And it has two sort of fin-like sails coming off of the back, and one fin-like sail in the front. Let me see if I can get you a picture here.
You said fin-like, so I assume they were on the sides. And then you
No,
said
but
there was
the
only one
two
in
are on the
front.
back and one's in the front. It just fin-like is their shape. So they're not like sails like a sailing ship
And they're not
set of
rectangles.
sails.
Yeah.
Correct.
My first thought when you said there's a boat in the snow was, is there a whale attached to it?
Oh no!
No, unfortunately not.
There's not liquid water for it, for Angajuk to be on here.
Are you going to give me a picture of this? No, you're not, because you are a piece of crap. Okay, let me just Google then, because this is... Should have done this before the game. It's one of the things that was on my list that didn't get done because Roll20 kept giving me agita. Okay, so I'm going to make a handout for you. Okay, so there's the Sky Coach.
It's got wings!
Okay, that's cool.
Freaking wings!
That's really cool.
So, the thing is that that's a picture, of course, of like a mini, right? Really, this thing is made of ice. It's not made of
cool.
wood. And it is sort of it's not so that is actually the picture of like the Eberron version where it actually flies through the sky. This thing is half submerged in the ground where the snow is and where the ice is, and it's going to sort of plow through, it's going to swim through the ground that is made of snow and ice, okay? And it's made of like a solid ice glacier-like material. It's opaque, but it's mostly white and blue. It's not a brown wooden structure. Okay?
That's awesome.
And so when you sort of look out, when you walk out of the tent and you see this thing, Sonar is standing on the bow and waving at everybody.
That is an impressive ship.
Mm-hmm.
Where was
So
this?
nice to see you, your everyone. So nice to see you. I'm very happy to see you all. It's been quite some time.
It has. I'm
I
very
made
glad to see that you made it in one piece.
Yes, you as well. Come aboard. Velen says that we must go very, very quickly.
Judging
Yeah,
by the
let's go.
weather, yes.
As you're all
Yes, I
talking,
see the lightning.
Ember's just running on the boat going, alrighty, time to go somewhere else safe. Bye.
Yeah, we all climb
Yeah, we
out.
all get on quick.
Nice to see you. Nice boat. Okay, bye.
When we're getting underway, I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay.
So at least for the first hour, nobody knows where we're going. Hopefully.
Okay. Sounds good.
And I will make sure before we leave that statue has been melted, so that if Uriel does come to personally investigate, she doesn't find a likeness of somebody who could be a culprit.
Mhm.
I want it to be an
Try to
asshole.
help with.
I don't want her to actually die. I want it to prove a point too. But
So you think that Oral doesn't know when someone has made an ice sculpture on her land? Okay, how nice for you. Anyway,
I think
um,
I feel like she's
This,
got better things to do. But
wow, is the sheer
well,
thought.
I mean,
He makes ice statues a lot. If anything, he's just a radar constantly with us.
uh, so, Sonar and Velen are sort of standing at the front of the boat and talking, and Sonar says, we're going to leave, so you might want to hold on."
hold on.
He sort of waits for everybody to grab onto something.
Mm-hmm.
I grab onto
uh,
the railing and also my tail.
and as you start moving, you realize that it's not actually that fast. It's just kind of slow going through. But he is very pleased with the progress, and he obviously is powering this movement somehow because he almost has to go into a trance-like state
Ooh.
to sort of make everything happen. And Velen comes back to talk to you all when the ship is underway. She says, he repurposed an old Netherese skyship to work through the ice.
That's pretty
Impressive.
impressive.
Where did you find it?
Perhaps.
So the Netherese
I'm.
were capable of flying through the sky.
Oh, yes. Well, their cities were even flying.
Yeah, how would they get home on their
That,
flying house?
Teleport?
that, that was their home. What do you mean? How did they get
How
home? They
long?
lived there.
How long
So
have
is
the
this
Netherese been gone? That was before the spell plague, wasn't it?
Mm. Yes.
I don't think
A
there's
couple,
enough magic
couple
nowadays
thousand
for that
years.
kind of magic.
1,500 years, maybe. 2,000, maybe.
And yet their
It's
minds
actually
survived.
relatively unclear. We pretend like we know, but we're not actually sure.
Hmm.
was this just under a big pile of snow the whole time, or where did this even come from?
Sonar reconstituted it from plans and pieces near the tomb that he was tasked with watching. I know it feels like we're not moving very fast, but we're going to go the 60 miles in just a couple of hours.
That's nice. That answers the question I was going to ask. I was going to ask how long it's going to take to get to where we were going.
Not long. Not long, provided he can maintain his hold on the ship.
Magic.
Mhm.
He's a little rusty.
He
Well, he
seems
has
to be doing this just fine.
Yes. And right as you say that, the whole thing kind of jerks to a stop.
Okay.
I
And
shouldn't have said anything.
he collapses in the front.
Oh crap.
And then you hear him say, "We have visitors or something."
let's go check on him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast mage armor as I move.
Yeah. By the way, what time is it? So, like, how light is it?
So, what time did you all get up in the morning?
Pretty early.
Pretty early
Yeah.
if we're in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
What's pretty early? 5 a.m., 4 a.m., 3 a.m.?
What time did we start resting? I guess.
Let's say 10 p.m.
I mean,
So,
we would have
8
got
hours would have been 6.
yeah, so maybe around 5 o'clock because we want to be up before the orb, the
Mhm.
tiny hut collapses.
Especially if
Yeah.
there's lightning strikes that we're gonna have to dodge.
yeah.
So it's only about 7 a.m. then. You've only been traveling for about an hour.
Okay.
Okay.
Because you probably got up at 5, you took everything down, you prepped, you did things with spells, you cleaned your equipment, you ate breakfast, you made fun of Velen, and then some
Not
more.
all of us did, thank you very
Yes,
much.
I know.
Important
Hey,
part
she
of a
said it-
morning.
Knocking out that guy.
She said it was an honor to have an ice statue made of her.
Anyways, we move up to the front to see what the heck's going on.
So
Mhm.
as you go up to the front, you notice you're almost on a kind of a little hilly ridge, and so when you look, you're looking almost down, but there's this huge sort of cloud covering everything. You can't really see very far. But as you're watching, what comes into view is a line of mammoths
Well,
crossing the icy area. And not just any mammoths. Let me get you a
oh
picture.
no.
What's oh no? I don't know what you're talking about.
As soon as you say, and not just any mammoths,
Not just any
that usually
mammoths.
means it's
They're
gonna be a
woolly mammoths.
problem.
They're just woolly
They're awesome
mammoths.
woolly mammoths. Yeah.
Doubt.
Cute and cuddly, and they totally want to give us some more.
Yeah.
Two
They
They're
come
unwoolly
gonna
bearing gifts.
hug you and squeeze you and
trample you and gore
And
you.
And love you to
never ever let
pieces.
go.
that's right.
Hug you and squeeze you and never let go.
Um so here's what you see. Yes, show to everybody. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Wait, someone's riding them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not just someone. Frost
Oh no.
giants.
Oh.
Frost giants.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, well, we'll just let them pass. They have the right of way.
Are they coming towards us, or like we just stopped a ways back and letting the mammoths cross?
So you stopped and they're sort of parading in front. They're in a single file line. In some spots there's two of them, but mostly it's single file. And there's at least 50.
Do they look
Yeah.
like they're out for like hunting, or does it look like a war party?
They are definitely in single file as if they are traveling from point A to point B.
Okay.
Is Sig normal sized right now?
Yes.
Yes. I
Hood
can
up.
only be Big Sig for a short period of time.
Yeah, well, maybe you just grew for being around your
Yeah.
These
people.
things move.
Not my people.
They're moving relatively slow. They're not like running or doing anything. They're moving relatively slow. And as they get about what looks like about halfway, um, a relatively slow. Yes, relatively slow. Sorry. Let me enunciate my words. That way, Bitter doesn't make a snooty
That was
statue of
just
me.
a brag.
Hey. Listen, when you said it once, I was gonna let it go. And then you said it again, and I was like,
Okay, whatever. I'm just talking fast. It wasn't on purpose. I wasn't trying to be a smartass. So they get about halfway through, what looks to be about halfway through, and now you see this huge train as far as you can see, because remember there's clouds and everything, so it ends up going off in both directions, and you can't see anymore. And two of the mammoths turn
uh-oh.
and start coming towards you.
Who are the ones in the front or in the back?
They are from the middle.
Okay.
And
Oh.
then as they break away, the rest of the group keeps going.
So,
Yeah, my
so
hood is up
Velen,
and I'm back.
which way do we need to go? Do we need to go in the direction they're going, the way they came from, or like past them?
Directly across.
Okay, so we can just wait for them to cross, but why are two coming towards us? Oh god.
Probably to check for security of their people. If they're traveling.
Well, we can see what they'll say at least. We're giving them wide enough space, like seriously. Just be ready in case shit hits the fan, I guess.
I'm expecting it at this point.
Listen, you can
too.
expect it, doesn't mean you can't hope for the unexpected.
So the two come up and they stop right in front of
The ship.
the coach. And they're just kind of waiting there.
Sig just looks up at them and in giant says, "Can we help you with something?"
Just wondering who we are meeting.
Travelers coming across this icy wasteland. We were just letting you all pass.
Why are you remaining here and not going with us?
What do you mean? We're not part of your party.
Just you.
Pardon? This is my group.
If only someone else knew Giant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mentally, Ember's like, is she like their leader? Why is she not thick Sig?
Sig, everything okay?
We are going to pay homage to the new king. You should be with us.
Talking about some kind of new king. I don't know what they're talking about.
New king?
I don't know of any king.
That's all more the reason you should go with us.
I'm sorry, we have important business elsewhere.
Finally, the king has awakened and the queen can be laid to rest. And you're not going with us?
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, Sig just has a big light bulb.
Yeah. So, you guys remember when we went and we were able to help the guard find rest in Earl's castle, and he was guarding someone and it was the queen and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And
Now
Ember's
she's-
letting him do that.
Yeah. So apparently now that she's been put to rest, a king has been named and they're all going to honor him. And this guy's asking why I'm not going with them.
Because you're not giant?
I know I'm not giant.
Well,
And
you
yet-
could be for like a minute.
Even if I
So
were big,
every-
I'm not
every-
as big as these guys.
Everybody except Sig, roll me a perception check.
Is she glowing?
14.
5.
Uh-oh.
20.
6.
I need to know things. There's drama happening.
Shit. I'm mildly interested, but also I don't want to go near those fucking giants.
Ember and Bitter, you notice that the symbols on Sig's arm are glowing very brightly.
Hey, Sig.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna.
You're shiny.
Oh, I'm well aware right now. I'm trying
Yeah.
not to.
Uh-huh.
Are these symbols on her arms? Can they be found anywhere on the giants?
I'm sure Ember recognizes them as giant runes.
Why are you glowing, Sig?
Don't know.
Wait, what? Oh, not again.
Yeah. Always, it seems.
So,
A lot, and I don't know
You
why.
hearing the, you hearing the singing
So
again too?
the giant says, we have a mount for you if you choose. You can ride up front.
wait.
Front.
Did they
Oh,
say that
no.
in common or giant?
No, they're talking to you only in giant.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Cool. I,
Oh,
Hmm.
Addie's like, didn't you
so
say you had giant blood in you?
yes. Apparently, I know that because of my sister.
so
But
is there one of them that seems to be doing most of the talking?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to telepathy the other one
Oh, no.
and ask, well, is Sig special to your group? Why does this one need to go with?
What do you mean special?
Well, how come the rest of us aren't invited?
You are not giants.
Well, she's small.
No.
They
You
say
do
it's
not
because you're
see? You do
giant.
not see her large form?
What?
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 Wait, now?
I mean, yeah, I'm taller than Addie, but that's not much. She's tiny.
So the giants say that you're giant and that you are not small.
That, that doesn't make.
Is
Is the
And that's
rune
why the rest of us don't get invited.
is the rune magic making them see you as a giant?
Because apparently something is.
I'm confused now, and I look at the giant and I say, I'm not a giant. I don't understand what you're talking about.
The two giants sort of lean in, because they're both still sitting on mammoths. They kind of lean
Yeah.
toward each other
Uh-huh.
and they're kind of, trying to whisper. But of course,
giant?
if you're a
Giant
giant,
whisper.
it's hard to
Giant.
Yeah.
whisper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that going for them?
Plus, talk about a flex being like 20 feet tall and riding on a friggin' mammoth.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
don't want to
I just
subject a horse
imagine
to that.
I'm just imagining Sig trying to ride a mammoth, and it looks ridiculous in my head.
I mean, Sig is probably standing on the top of this like airship, and she's still probably looking way up to these
Oh,
guys.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Uh,
I would love for Feeney to be sketching at this right now.
Like Sig just like, yes, I'm tall. I'm not a giant.
so the one says, Erdgard will be very disappointed that you are not joining us.
I don't know who Erdgard is.
They both sort of bow and they see he's the king.
Uh,
Oh.
Sig has mixed feelings with this at this point, partially because if she doesn't go, is she going to piss off a bunch of giants?
Well,
But at the
you're gonna
same
piss off
time,
the
they have a
king of
goddamn
giants.
job to do. I I need to ask this, and it might sound weird to you, but you do realize I'm only 6 feet tall, right? I'm not a giant. Well, 6'5", but like, I'm not a giant.
I'm just gonna walk up and stand next to her so they can see size difference. Hood's still up.
They sort of lean in again and one of them whispers in the other one's ear. And the one says, Suit yourself. I will tell Urtgarth you say you are small.
Okay,
Oh my
thank you. Safe travels.
Congratulations to your new king.
Well, live the king and all that.
Yep.
They start to turn, and at the last second, one of them sort of turns back and he reaches into his bag and he pulls something out and he says, Here, when you are ready to join us, you blow this. And he tries to like hand you this enormous horn.
Oh, is this gonna fit on the boat?
It'll fit on the boat.
Okay.
I mean,
What's Sig's strength?
My strength is 20, and at my normal size, I can lift up to 600 pounds.
Okay. So he sort of lets go of it and you're now holding it.
How heavy is it?
Like 500 pounds.
Okay. Mm. Okay. Thank you.
What's that? What'd you get?
You see, only a giant can hold those horns. And he turns and he goes.
Well,
They go back and they
too
join
easy.
their spot in the
Did
parade.
he look really smug when he said that and walked away or
No.
rode away?
Mm-mm,
No.
not at all. He was
What?
being absolutely serious.
Once they walk away, I move to put the horn safely down, and Sig's just like, I have no idea what just happened.
I'm just gonna ask, why did? Are you descended from royalty? Because
I
that was some
better
very
not
special.
be.
That was some very special attention that they were paying you.
They kept insisting I was a giant. And finally, I was able to convince them to leave, and they said, okay, we will tell the king you're not coming because you are small.
Hmm.
Also, they said when I'm ready to join them to blow this horn. Also, I have to ask Oryx.
Yeah.
The giants have left. I'm assuming they have moved away.
The two are they're going back to their spot
Okay.
in the parade, and the rest of the line is moving again.
Okay. Oryx, just try this for me. Can you lift this thing?
I'll try to lift it.
What's your strength?
19.
Roll me a strength check with disadvantage.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay.
I really hope
This might be the only time I ever do this in this game.
Oh no.
7.
He can't pick it up. It like
I'm back.
shifts, like he can like it's almost like, if you've ever had to pick up one of those couches with a big bed in it, a big fold out
Yes.
couch, and you're trying to pick up one end, but you can't pick up the whole thing by yourself. That's kind of like
So
Okay.
you
could-
can make it wiggle as needed.
Hey,
Yeah.
Addie, can you give me a hand with this?
No.
I think I've almost got it.
Oryx, there's a reason I asked you. I think everyone else would blow out their back before they were able to budge this.
Yeah, I'd rather not blow my back.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
My fur might disappear.
your fur might disappear.
Blowing a
If my-
back.
Then all the fur goes. Poof.
Now that has to happen at least once in this game.
Though I think after the two strong ones here, I am actually one of the strongest.
I think you are the
in
strongest after
Yeah.
Probably.
Oryx.
Yeah. I've got a 10 in strength.
Yeah, I have a 12.
You're pathetic. I have an 11.
For like magic users, we're pretty strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have a 6
A negative
or an 8.
modifier.
Yeah, no, sorry. My dumb stat's charisma. That's a 7.
Though I have a 12. I needed a 13 to multiclass into
Multi-class.
paladin.
There's still time.
Yeah.
We'll hit level 8.
Hopefully
And then
that,
you'll do.
hopefully that does.
So it takes another about half hour, 40 minutes for the rest of the trail of mammoths and whatnot. Some of them, by the way, are riding woolly rhinos, not mammoths, as they go through.
Dope.
And so it
Velen,
takes. Yes.
as they're going past.
Mhm.
Velen, how tall do you think Sig is right now?
I don't know what, 6'2", 6'3", something like
So
that.
clearly not like 20, right? How could the frost giants even pick out Sig from way far away? They said she was a
You're
giant.
kidding, right? You see that? She points to her arms.
But yeah, but they said she's not small. They said she's a giant.
The runes are making them see her as a giant, aren't they?
Or you're all too literal.
I don't get it.
Sig, are you hearing the singing again? As well?
Oh.
Sam, am I?
'Cause
Am
that
I?
happened last
Big
time.
is not.
I don't like the way that you emphasize that.
Yeah. Am I hearing it?
Bitter is, yeah.
Fuck!
Ever since he made that statue of Velen.
Oh no!
Suck it!
I noticed me senpai and I didn't want to notice me senpai.
I'm just gonna point out, Bitter was under the tenet of preservation, and he keeps making ice statues to preserve the image of other beings and
He then
creatures. What
melted
do you
it.
expect?
He then melted it, which did not preserve it.
I know.
Still,
That was
he
No,
does
but
that
he
a lot.
also made the case in his dreamland for preserving him and not being cruel and enduring. So he has more than one tenet already.
Shit. I really hope I don't start to glow because that was not my intention.
So
Yep.
as the last of the mammoths and rhinos and giants pass by, Sig's arms stop glowing. And then Sonar says, "Are we all ready then?
Yeah, let's keep going.
You're
Yes,
sure
yes.
you don't
so.
want to go with them?"
Well, admit part of me wonders what it would be like to literally ride a woolly mammoth. No, I'm not. No.
Hopefully the ship will still fly with that thing on the back of it.
Oh, I think it will.
Okay.
Also, Matt, you have such a good kitty.
Much better behaved than Earl.
Yeah, really?
Mine's sleeping on the
Hi,
couch now.
Cannon.
Poor Earl.
I'd show you guys, but if I start moving the cam, he's gonna wake up.
Oh.
At least there's one good cat in this entire group.
I need a second cam for the cat cam that I can just use.
Yeah,
Noted.
exactly.
4 cats in this group of people, and only one of them is a good cat.
And
You have been
Cannon's
blessed,
a good
Matt.
kitty. She's just dumb.
Lord, she's stupid. For our listeners, Cannon was dropped on her head onto a ladder when she was young because she tried to jump out and escape, and it didn't go so great for her. So she has no survival instincts. She responds to everything by either licking it or showing it her belly. Or both
I
at the
think
same
that's
time.
fine survival instinct when you're a pet that has been domesticated and you live with humans.
She weighs all of 7 pounds, and I think all of it's fur.
Later.
She got lucky that she got adopted.
She would
Yeah,
not survive
that's all right.
outside.
No.
Nope.
Anyway, so Sonar says, "Hold on." And
I
then
hold
the
on to
ship
only my tail.
the the ship lurches forward and then eventually finds a decent sort of smooth path.
Once we get moving again, I'm gonna go over to Velen.
Mhm.
Velen, you know a crap ton about magic, and I really, really, really don't. So you know
Mhm.
what? I'm gonna ask you. Because the other magic users I travel with are so stupid. Do you know anything about these runes and why they reacted to the giants in that way? Like, I'm trying to understand this, and I figured maybe you could bring a bit more light to this.
How did you inscribe them onto your skin?
I didn't.
How did they get there?
Once I got to Icewind, they appeared.
Well, you know, this is the land of the frost giants. Historically, they ruled this entire area.
Mhm.
Out of character, you could ask the Professor Orb, that is another magic user. Just
Yes, but like, Sig at least respects Velen at this point. The Professor Orb chooses to ignore Sig, I feel like. He doesn't talk much to Sig.
Does Sig actually acknowledge or talk to the Professor?
Has tried.
I think the Professor Orb was like, "Oh, you're just the bodyguard. I'm going to talk to people who are important."
Yeah. Sig's the muscle.
Yeah.
One of the muscles. So yeah, Velen was the best choice.
It's possible something cursed you and caused you to become noticeable by the giants. It's possible that when you were traveling across, you mixed with something that has put an arcane mark on you, and that is manifesting as the symbols in your arms. It's possible that you already had it in you, latent, and then coming into this area has caused it to spring forth, so to speak.
Probably that last one.
It's also possible that the everlasting rhyme has caused it to occur.
All right.
Are you looking to get rid of it? There are some incantations I could cast.
I feel like trying to get rid of it right now might cause more issues than solve issues. So thank you for the offer, but no, not right now.
What did you all do to get rid of the entity that was bonded to the cat that time?
Um,
The cat's not paying attention, by the way. There's a fuzzy book to be read.
th- yeah,
So if you
well,
want my attention, you gotta try for it.
I originally it was just yoink, you're not touching it, and he was all hissy, and we wrapped him into a
and
angry cat
then
burrito.
But
and
that
then he
didn't
knew.
break the bond. What broke the bond?
It was the cat touching a potential magical nuke and setting it off.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah,
what it
that.
was.
Do you have it?
It doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, used it. We used the last bit of its power going down to the
I mean,
Our
we still.
fortress, but here.
You know, if that magical item, whatever it is, still has any essence in it whatsoever, any attachment to the weave, it's possible that it can be used to cleanse you of whatever is.
Again, mattering on how these ended up on me, I feel like getting rid of them right now could be a bad thing.
Aren't they helping you, especially in battle?
Yeah, that's the thing.
And why didn't you go with the giants?
Because we have another thing to do. And I'm just going to say that when you're traveling with a group, you don't split up the group. And I am here to protect Daddy.
That wasn't a
Why are you
consideration. What do you?
protecting her again?
Because I'm being paid.
Yes, but why does she need protection?
Oh,
Have you seen how exhausted she's been basically this whole time?
Yes, but most people don't get paid protection. Why does she have paid protection?
Because I'm a noble,
Daddy
that's why.
issues.
I'm just wondering why we're taking her with us, is really all.
I'm listening
Where
to
we're
this, right?
going is dangerous. Yeah, I don't care if you're
Okay,
listening.
cool. All right, just making sure. I thought you needed me, Velen.
Who?
What do you
Not
mean?
now.
I thought you needed me once we get to where we're going.
Maybe. It's really unclear at this point. But now I have Sonar, and I have the professor back, so it's possible I don't need you.
Nice. For you.
why are we traveling with you now?
Did she
Well,
has a
really,
possibility of getting us out of this icy hellscape?
Addie, you need me, actually, right?
I suppose.
She turns to Oryx and says, "That's why."
Okay.
You're also the biggest chance of us getting out of the icy hellscape.
Perhaps.
Listen, we don't have any other options, therefore you're the best option right now.
I suppose. But really, Addie needs us. All of us, not just me. Not just the professor, not just Sonar. Right, Addie? Have you told them all yet?
Yes. I think so.
Full sport.
No, yes.
Look, it's been a
Velen
couple
was
of
there.
months
Yeah,
since
it's
we've
been
done
it's
anything.
been a
It's hard to
couple
No,
months.
remember.
Abby
Yeah.
has a bunch of secrets, and at least one of them she hasn't told anyone.
What?
Yeah.
No, but the princess part she told when Velen was there. So and the whole
Yeah.
party was there.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
so yeah.
That's not what Velen's talking about, though.
Ah.
Oh no. What? Oh,
Oh, the other thing.
there's more. There's
Abby
more.
has so many secrets she can't keep track of which one she's told and who she's told each one.
Mhm.
Dang it. What a fascinating.
Ember, you notice that Velen is looking at you.
Oh no.
Well,
Stop
I said I'd give you
encouraging
the
the
book.
conspiracy, kitty.
I promise I'm not reading it out loud.
You have a secret too, don't you?
What?
You're still running.
I look around as I have my butt attached to the ship.
You know, the Castellanters were in Lonelywood yesterday.
What?
Well, maybe not them. Their representatives, let's say.
Those poor
They're-
representatives, they're not getting paid enough to come up north.
They're looking for you.
Well, they won't find me because I'm crimeless.
Good, we didn't go back there.
Ember, is there anything you should be telling us?
Well, I didn't think they'd actually send out assassins.
I'm
He published
sorry.
a book that put
Yeah.
all of the truths of the Castellanters on display for everyone. I believe
And
with receipts.
Or at least a bunch of rumors.
well, we can't just post the rumors. We also have to have proof and good argument. And they were really good arguments.
To be fair, this is
Thing-
something we knew as a party.
The thing that Ember doesn't understand is that it doesn't matter if what you publish is true or not. When you have upset some very powerful people, it doesn't matter if it's true. They will come after you.
She telling me I could be selling books that say people of this land are big stinky poopy butts.
Well,
That
is
book
what you
wouldn't sell
published.
well.
You just had more fiery details.
There were such good details too.
Ended.
Smug little tail wags. Such great details. I thought access to this cold, snowy hell place was closed.
To get out. It's
out.
open to
How'd they
come
get it?
in.
When you're as powerful as the Castellanters, you can find ways.
Am I looking for humans to avoid? It's probably humans. It's always humans.
I would say you should avoid everyone.
Then how am I gonna get juicy details if I avoid everybody?
You don't. That's the point.
Or you get people to find the juicy details for you.
That's
I
true
don't
as well.
remember. Ember, did you use an alias when you were writing books? Yes or no?
Yeah, I show the book because we have at least one copy with
Yeah,
us.
I think we have like 2 copies.
50.
Yeah, but remember you went to the book club and they figured out that Ember was the author
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the busybody
Yeah.
old lady
That
who
was a while
owned the
ago.
inn you were staying at
You did a
was
book signing.
yeah, you did a book signing.
I got
And
us a
then you
bunch of
went to
dogs.
talk to the snooty book owner guy and you made a deal with him that if you signed some books that you would give him, if he didn't tell anybody, you'd give him first grabs at the new printing of the new whatever the book is and all that. Yeah, you basically told everybody.
I got us dogs though. We needed those.
Where are they now?
I hope they're safe.
I'm
Me
honestly
too.
hoping someone took them.
So a few minutes later, Velen says, there's the glacier now.
Oh, look, a glacier.
You really like riling us up, don't you, Villain?
Not that hard.
I think you rile each other up and then you just avoid.
She's not wrong.
Is that why you travel alone?
Yes.
To avoid.
Yes.
I mean, nobody ever said that she wasn't smart.
Note to self: look into necromancy.
I don't think anyone comes to this place without wanting to avoid something.
Except the people who were born in this place?
Who already live here. Yeah.
And the people who were just here to get paid.
So almost everybody except you and Ember. Basically. So Velen instructs Sonar to park the coach like a quarter mile away, and then you walk closer to the glacier, and she says, so we have to do this like a ritual. So we need to form a circle, and we need to put the Frost Maiden's symbol in the middle of the circle, and then one of us needs to read the rhyme as the rest of us are concentrating on focusing the energy so that the glacier will open.
We
So
trying
who
to make
wants
it
to read the
showy?
rhyme, and who wants to draw the symbol, bitter, and who wants to hold the book?
I think Ember can hold the book.
Velen, I think you should read so you know things are pronounced properly.
I think you should read, Sig.
Excuse me. I'm not a magic person.
I think you almost know it by heart already.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, it's those goddamn things I keep hearing. Great.
Well, better you than me.
Hey, you're the one who has to draw her symbol.
I know, I hate it.
I mean, you are the best at it. Not like her symbol, but like drawing weird things in the snow.
Yeah, I mean, you could use magic to melt some of the right and then draw it actually in ice. You don't have to
Yeah,
use your finger or
I
something.
was planning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna point out being able to draw a circle requires magic.
Yes, being able to draw a circle accurately and correctly.
Yeah.
We
That's
have
the
rope.
Mhm.
Like, I'm gonna point out the reason wizards take literal years of school to learn is literally because they have 2 years of just learning to draw a perfect circle.
Yeah.
And one of
Without-
those
And they
without
years is
still need tools to do it.
yeah.
Yep.
One of those years is inventing how to make their own compass.
Yeah.
Yep.
How to make a compass when the other one breaks.
Yep.
All right.
Then I'll just be over here doing non-magical shit.
No,
Fine.
you have to form the circle around with us
Mhm.
and focus. Even though you're considering yourself not magical, you are still connected to the earth. And as we focus on the weave, we need a conduit to bring all of the energy that we possibly can. You are part of this too. Even Sonar will be in the circle.
Okay, let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
Is the professor part of the circle?
No. He doesn't have a mortal body.
Seems like a him problem. All right.
I don't think you want the professor to be part of this.
Alright. Let's just do this. Feel like I'm
Okay.
gonna regret it.
What? We would never.
I think we've regretted a lot since you guys came here.
There's a lot to regret.
Always.
Sam, am I gonna have to say the whole thing out loud?
Yep.
Oh, gods. But it's long!
So there it is.
Oh, yeah, I already had it open.
Yeah.
Is everything else ready?
This way, Addie has it at her fingertips. Yeah, so Show has better finished drawing the symbol,
Mm-hmm.
this thing.
Yeah. Yes. And just because I probably even used I don't have prestidigitation, but Shapewater to change some of the colorings to match. Make it fancy pants.
Match
Or are you
what?
just showing off to her?
To match this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bellin is impressed.
If
He's
you're not
taking
going to
it
do it
seriously.
accurately, then why do it at all?
Everyone ready?
Do this shit.
I'm gonna regret this. We bow to she who wears the crown, let the world shiver with dread. Clad in winter's whitest gown, her snow enshrouds the dead. Her fury sheds but frozen tears as gray clouds issue forth. Her wind across the wasteland shears, bringing blizzards from the north. Ice-kissed flower...
As Sig finishes saying that,
Mhm.
huge gusts of wind start blowing snow in from the north. Okay, go ahead.
Ice-kissed flowers caught mid-bloom, beauty kept in all its grace. Summer's gone to its silent tomb, stilling in her cold embrace. All the world in winter's white, sheathed in sleet and ice. Set upon never-ending night, she conjures paradise.
As Sig finishes saying that stanza, the sun basically is blotted out, almost like an eclipse. Like, there's not much sun anyway, right? But the sun that you could see is fully covered. And it becomes very, very, very dark. And you see humongous white birds flying over. And if you look around, you see occasionally a light sort of shine up to the sky and hit one of the birds. Okay, continue.
Behold her everlasting Don't make me laugh, please. I have a hard
Sorry.
enough time reading out loud.
Go ahead.
Behold her everlasting rhyme, see how it covers all. Weep not for those she traps in time behind her glacial wall. Sovereign of summer's lost, general of winter's war, long live the queen of cold and frost, may she reign forevermore.
As Sig finishes reading that last line, there's a rumbling in the ground, and it feels like there's going to be there's like a building up, almost like a slight shaking, and then a stronger shaking, and then a much stronger shaking. And you hear like giant cracks. And if you look at the glacier, you see huge cracks spreading down the front of it, and then two or three more. And then it starts to open up just the slightest bit, and then pieces of it start chunking off. And Velen has to yell over the din of the wind and everything, and she just says, "Stay where you are. It won't hit us. We have to get it completely open." And for the next 30 seconds or so, she just says, "Focus on, opening the glacier." Even if you're not like even thinking about that, that's all she's saying is focus on opening the glacier. And then eventually that the wind dies down a little bit, the snow kind of recedes, and as you look up, you see that there is a huge crack in the glacier, and it seems to lead into a passageway into the actual interior of the glacier. Velen says, "Look, we did it. We've opened the glacier. We're going to go find Yithrin." And she starts basically running forward. She's not even walking, she's just running.
And still like eclipse and everything.
Yep.
Let's get
So how
moving.
loud has that song gotten?
When Sig was reading, you did not hear anything except Sig
Her?
and the wind. The
How about now?
sing-song voice was gone.
Did it feel almost like it was listening?
I mean,
As much as that kind of thing can happen.
yeah.
Shit. Well, I mean, I knew we weren't going to be subtle about it.
Yeah.
I don't think
I'm
putting
going after
her
at this
symbol
point.
on the ground and singing her lullaby
No.
was going to be very subtle.
And
No,
or the
it
giant
was
cracks in the glacier
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
going
nothing
thump.
subtle.
Yep. Let's get going.
So I switched the map for you. Do we want to take a 5-minute break? I am
Sure.
out of water,
Yeah.
and this way we can, yeah. I mean,
No,
if everybody said no, we want to get our asses into the glacier, I'd say okay, and we'd go. But
No, get your water.
All right. We'll be right back.
okay. All right.
paying no attention to the whispers.
Says she.
We're live.
All right, welcome back to Endless Night, and we are here at the mouth of a cavern opening in a glacier. It's not really a cavern. I guess it is just really a glacier. The cavernous opening is made of ice. And you are all standing in front of it. Velen walked, or ran, actually, up to the opening as soon as the incantation, ritual, whatever you want to call it, was done. Velen sort of said, "Look, we did it. We're going to find Yithrin," and she ran. And now she is standing in front of the opening. So what you're seeing here on this opening is like this area here. This area. No, it's not giving me. Wait, am I on the wrong thing? Hello. Okay. This area here where it shows this. No, she did not slip. She ran just fine. This area here is where the sort of the the glacier sort of has fallen down and crumbled, and so it's making up a little berm that's about 5 feet of ice and snow that you can crawl over to get into this sort of area here that is an open cavern. My Roll20 is going really slow and not showing me anything right now at this moment, but I think you understand what I'm trying to notate
Yeah.
there.
I'm gonna follow behind Velen just in case shit hits the fan. I'd rather someone with a
Someone
sword
who's
be
not
near the front.
squish. Yep.
Okay.
I'll
You're
follow
right. I
behind
should
you.
go pitter patter.
So she gets to about there. She climbs over this berm and she gets to about there and she stops. She turns and she says, "Come on, everyone."
We're coming, we're coming.
I think this is the most open I've ever seen her.
Mm-hmm.
The most openly excited and actually emotive.
Yeah. Don't get too far ahead of us.
I catch up
And-
eventually.
Let's try and be quiet. We don't know what might be lurking in here.
Somewhere beyond this opening is the city of ancient dreams, and we are going to be there soon. Let's go. Who's going
Sonar, are you
first?
coming with?
Yeah, Sonar's kind of following behind. He's not real sturdy, so he's kind of trailing behind, and
Is he our non-combatant?
yeah, he's basically a non-combatant because he's fragile because he's a mummy, and he obviously still has some sort of arcane powers of some type,
Yeah,
right?
he just
But
drove us all here.
right, but you don't know if he actually can cast like spells or whatnot.
Combat
So
spells.
Yeah.
I mean, he
Yeah.
should have enough
Yeah.
to like protect. You're not a guardian if you can't do anything against someone who
But
breaks in.
also, if he was a guardian of a specific tomb, it wouldn't be too surprising if his power was tied to that tomb.
Anyways, we're moving in.
I do
Other
look
than
back to him
those
and
spider
kind of
webs we've seen.
go, just keep an eye on her, and then keep going forward.
Wasn't there a bit in that poem about those she's trapped behind the glacial wall?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep. For those
Is
she
that
traps
us?
beside the generational wall.
As long as we're not tracked, it's not
If
us.
anything, it would be the people of
Hey.
that city, wouldn't it?
Hey, Sam,
Mhm.
does anything about this glacier look at all familiar? Like, were there any other things actually trapped in the ice here that, I don't know, I might have dreamt about?
Not anything that you see right now at this second.
Right now at the second, got it.
Yeah, I mean, like this entrance part, it was literally just a glacier, and now it has the entryway part has fallen open. Don't go
Okay.
too far in, everybody.
I'm
So
not.
the entryway has sort of fallen open, and you don't really see anything that looks familiar to you.
Okay.
But as soon as you start going in, so the ceilings, the sort of passageway here that you just came into, the ceiling is about 20 feet high, and um, the walls are opaque ice. They're opaque white ice, with some areas that are sort of more shiny than others, where they've melted and then refrozen. Um,
Mhm.
and the vastness of this place is starting to dawn on you. The idea that Velen sort of proposed was, oh, we're going to open this glacier and we're going to walk in and there's going to be this ancient place that I've been looking for
Somewhere.
and somewhere, but it's not like inside the door. What you
Mhm.
see in the room in front of you is what looks like a crashed ship, very much like the coach that you were on that Sonar was driving, except this one isn't made of ice, it was made of stone.
Hmm.
And it is, basically half embedded in the ice floor of the glacier.
Does it look like stone or does it look like petrified wood?
You can roll a perception check.
17.
Hey,
Girl.
It looks like petrified wood.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, are these like
Fascinating.
frozen spider webs and stuff we're seeing all around here and whatnot?
uh-oh.
So no, what they are places where at some time in the past the ice melted and water would drip and then it would freeze and still drip a little bit and then freeze on the end. And so it's kind of this weird, very fragile looking, thin, like frozen icicles, right? But they have formed these almost complex web-like structures almost organically. So they are not spider webs. They are shaped
Good.
kind of like spider webs, but they're made of ice. You can easily break them. If you touch them, they basically shatter.
That's just rude. Listen, this is kind of art.
And as you're standing in the room, the Professor Orb suddenly pipes up and says, "Oh, look! A sky coach! Huh. That's very odd that it's right here." And he's being really loud. And as he's saying these words, they start bouncing back at you. And you realize that some of the things that you're hearing is all echo. And so as he says a sentence, you start hearing parts of it echo back at you. And you realize that these caves are going to be very difficult to sort of maintain your orientation and directionality in,
Yeah, we want to
because
cast a
it's
thunder wave in
so
here.
echoey. Even your footsteps echo if you step too loudly.
Hmm.
I think Thunderwave would just make everything crash on us.
Thankfully, I don't have Thunderwave.
I was talking about the sound from it, but
Yeah.
that's a good point. That too.
Oh boy. This is not. I'm liking this less and less.
Yeah, well, we need to get through here.
Well,
Which way do
there's
we want to go first?
options. Sam, do I see a light coming from that north passageway? Because
Roll a perception check.
I don't think any of us are carrying any lights at the moment.
We're dark visioning it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Oh
dark
no,
visioning it.
you don't.
I am concentrated on checking out the petrified wood, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Nope, you don't see anything.
Okay.
My passive.
Can I tell what direction the sky coach was going before it Presumably crashed here.
No.
To
It's in
destroyed.
too many pieces and it's too degraded.
Okay.
It
Well,
obviously fell from a great height.
yeah. So we can't use that as a guide as to which direction to go to find the city. Well,
Which way
is
we
Velen
choose?
going?
So she walks over here and she says, "There's a drop off over here of about 20 feet. I'll bet we can climb down."
Velen, we need to be
Okay.
careful with how we figure out which way to go, or else we're gonna get lost.
And then you hear something say, "Wait!"
Oh. My tail goes all poofy. Since I think a thing
And
just showed up behind me.
Yeah, it did.
Oh dear.
Things!
Yes.
Oh,
Oh no.
out of these two passageways, this one up here and this one down here, come 4 floating skulls that, as you hear someone say, "Wait," they burst into green flames.
Green
And we roll
flame.
initiative.
Oh shit.
Green flames.
This is unfortunate.
I can make a green flame.
I don't want to make a green
what's
flame.
unfortunate is we are in a tiny area.
Yes.
Yep.
I am way too close to those things.
I think we all are.
You're way too
You
close.
know,
Oh yeah,
spook
that
kitty
too.
cat.
I'm in melee. I'm a ranged caster.
Oh boo.
So just in
Wait,
case,
technically
just
I have
in case
advantage.
you don't know, here's what they are.
Yep. Technically I have advantage on initiative rolls now. Hang on.
You should be able to toggle that under the cog. I don't know if you have or not.
Yeah.
You might want to use the picture handout link that appears on the top of those instead of giving us access to the bio.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
care if
just
you.
don't
I
scroll
mean,
down.
we can all.
I
We
mean,
can
I
all.
think we've
You
all
know,
encountered flame skulls
could-
before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We can all pretend we
unfortunately.
don't know
Oh.
what we know.
I'm not super concerned about
Hey,
it.
Matt.
If I was concerned about it, I'd say, "Whoops, wrong link. Don't look at that." I don't really care.
Under the cog, it's the middle top square, and it says initiative style. You can set it to normal, disadvantage, or advantage.
Okay, oh, it's already set to advantage.
All right, cool,
Okay, so I've got the 16 then.
nice.
All right, so
Yeah, Matt is rolling with advantage. It's pretty impressive that you managed to roll a 2 on that second one with advantage, though.
Yeah,
Thanks. I will say that this is the thing that makes up for the fact that I always roll crap advantage or crap initiative.
Mhm.
crap advantage. That's Carter's rolls.
Man, I keep going for flavorful for Addy, so I don't have, like, I can shoot into melee without disadvantage.
Seems like a you problem.
It is a me
does.
problem.
Mhm.
I also don't know if we want to fight in dark. Well, it's technically not dark anymore, is it?
Yeah, is it light because the
Flame
skulls are on
skulls?
it is
fire?
dim light now. Yes.
Okay. Well, we see, like, bright light
Which
and dim
actually
light.
technically causes a problem for you because you were all in dark vision mode and now suddenly lights came on, which is actually not a good thing. Although I think in 5th edition they don't.
They don't do that.
Yeah, it says
Yeah.
you can see in dim light within 60 feet of you as if it were bright light. So they're
Yeah.
still helping us.
So it does go from, dim to bright light.
Bright light for us, yeah.
Yeah, no, in other editions, it takes a moment for your eyes to sort of normalize. Why is it not bringing up my...
Yeah, I remember having fun throwing bright light at people with
Oh
dark
yeah,
vision.
wasn't the API borked, Carter?
Oh yeah, the API the other day wasn't
Yep,
running. Let me see if
the
Is it still
API
borked?
is being a pain in the ass.
it might actually just not be working. Let me double check. The
Yeah.
other when we ran Cobalt Go, it wasn't running at all. Like the API just is dead. I'm gonna restart it. I don't. Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm gonna restart it, and that should make it work.
Okay.
Loading. we have. Okay, that should be it.
Maybe Sam has to do it.
There it goes. It took it that time.
Hey,
Woohoo!
The initiative.
Ember.
how dare you spook kitty cat? I'm going to whip myself around with my pointy sword and go. Uh-oh, these are made of fire. I can't set them on fire. And I'm going to use mirror image. And that is my action. Also gonna move over here in case Oryx needs to charge or something. I push the done button. We'll see if it ever says I'm done.
No, it's not going to.
Well, the API just died again.
All right.
Oh, did it take it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, so one of the flame skulls is now up. And since Ember moved, let me
Oh
get
no.
rid of Discord because it's being a pain in the butt. It is going to go after Ember.
What?
And it is going to just shoot out a ray of fire.
What?
Yes.
13 to hit. Assuming that misses.
Let's see here. Gotta roll myself a d20. 13, you said?
Yep.
That, in fact, misses one of my copies.
And then a 9, which is definitely going to miss, probably.
Yep. That
That one is done. Next one. It's going to do the same thing because now it doesn't like you.
What? Because I
know, right?
dodged?
Yep. 6 and 11. Wow, I rolled 3 ones out of 4 rolls there. All right. Wonderful.
Yeah, they really don't like me.
Bitter.
Okay, well, I see that we're not in a very advantageous position.
Yes.
So, I'm going to use Thunderous Stampede. It's my bonus action, up to 3 targets within range, including self. So, Oryx, get your butt over into those flame skulls, if you'd like, and you can
It says
attack one of them.
it says I must use my reaction, so off I go.
Well,
Oryx,
and then
go!
and then, hey, Addy, back off. And you can also attack it because it doesn't say a melee attack. So
This is gonna cause 2 attacks of opportunity on me.
do they get?
Doesn't say.
Do
It
they
doesn't
have
react.
things that? No, I mean, do they have something that could attack you? Because their attacks. I mean, I've only seen
You
them
don't know.
shoot fire. I've only seen them shoot fire, so I'm presuming that that's all they do.
They'll-
It's not like
And
they
then-
have arms.
I mean, they've got teeth, but.
I'm,
And then let's go with Sig to get the other ones.
I'm gonna
So
attack.
Sig moves forward.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna attack the one on the left, the one right in front of me.
Okay.
21 to hit
Of course that hits.
for 5 because I'm not raging yet.
Does
Okay.
14 hit?
14 does hit, yes.
15 slashing, 4 cold.
Ouch. I'm assuming the one right in front of you.
Yep.
I'll lob a sacred flame at the flame skull that is by Oryx.
Question: if something tells us to attack, is it a whole attack action or is it a single attack?
It just says attack.
So it's one attack.
I think it's just one
Must use
attack.
its reaction to
Okay.
move and attack under the effect.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Oryx, what kind of damage did you do?
Just slashing.
Okay.
Not non-magical slashing.
Okay.
And then my initiative was a 16.
Yeah, why is your initiative as a...
Well, because
That's weird.
I rolled
Oh.
manually twice because I don't think it was rolling automatically.
Oh.
There you go. I moved you manually. So
Thank you.
Whoop!
Oh.
That was just my bonus action.
that's all right. Keep going because the API
Okay.
still worked out anyway, so it's
Okay.
fine.
Well, and then since I've got bonus action done, I will use my action.
Wait, that was a bonus action that lets you have 3 other people attack?
Oh, it's a level
What
2
kind
spell.
of fucked up bullshit is this?
Hey,
least- at
you
least
were
it's not
fine
silvery-
with it when we were doing it against my mother.
Hey, at least it's not silvery barbs.
Uh-huh. And I'm
just
gonna
mess-
aim.
I'm just messing
I'm gonna
with you.
aim a windlash at this one
Wait, but
Okay.
how did you get 3 people to do it? Oh, three up
because
to
it's up
3
to 3
targets.
It's up to
people,
3 targets,
including yourself.
Means,
Wow.
means the rest, the other two are just gonna fireball us when it gets around to their turns.
So windlash onto this one.
Yeah. How much damage?
It does 11 slashing damage, and it is magical.
Sam, did Dave pass the dexterity check for my...
Sorry, hold on. Who needs to pass a dexterity check?
The one that Oryx was attacking.
Uh, 5, so I don't think so.
So that's 7 radiant damage.
Okay.
Ooh, radiant.
Ouch. Oh man, my roll 20 it got real bad. Okay. All right.
And that, you know what? I'm just gonna step out of line of sight because I am too squish.
Whichever one you hit got pushed back 5 feet from
Yep.
you.
It did. So I was here at the time, so I guess it got pushed back over here
That way?
because that's away from me.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna, and I'm done.
Oh, you're done now? Okay. Oryx, it's your turn.
I'm gonna keep.
Are
this
you
simple.
quite sure, Bitter?
Anything else
Hey!
you want to do? All right.
mean-
I'm gonna rage, and then because I've always wanted to do this, I just want to try to reach out and grab each of them and just knock their heads together.
Okay.
Yes.
Meeting of the minds.
Okay. Do you have a way to do that with magic? Because they don't really like they're it might be hard to cause them damage without a magical intervention, let me put it that way.
Okay.
These particular flame skulls.
Give me 1 second.
So as long as you can add some sort of magic something to it, you'll probably be fine. But
So Bestial Soul says the natural weapons from your rage count as magical for the
the
purpose
magic.
of
Okay.
overcoming
Okay.
resistance and immunity. So
Sounds
yeah,
good.
I get so I just went rolling like unarmed strikes or just grapples or what am I doing with this?
Yeah. Well, you want to knock them together, or do you want to hold on to them when you're done knocking them together?
If I can hold on to them, that'd be great.
Okay,
maybe-
that'll be grapple then.
And also maybe turn them around and point them away from everybody else.
Keep
Okay.
it that way.
Yeah. point those
Hey,
fiery
girl.
rays somewhere else. Okay. Okay. Say it. Natural 20 on
The best time
and
to do this.
23 on the second one.
Jeez. Yes. Okay.
Oryx has been waiting his whole life for this moment.
I love
Roll me some damage.
Okay. For each one.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, 8 for the first.
That was the crit, wasn't it? Or
Oh,
well,
well,
it's not a
we'll
crit.
say that's the
Never
second.
mind.
Hang on. I'll just roll
Okay.
the other one manually.
8
Hang
for
on.
the second. Here.
Max would have been 12.
7, 9 for the second. We could say 9's the crit.
Oh my god,
Okay.
it's beautiful.
And now you're holding on to them.
Yeah.
They're on fire though.
Ow!
So do you have resistance of any kind to fire?
I
Because
do not.
if you keep holding on to them, they'll do damage at the beginning of their next turn. So it's kind of your choice whether you want to let go or not.
I'll
I mean,
hold
we're
on to him for one
thinking.
turn.
Push them into the ice.
Yeah, like is there like a
Hot.
snake I could just dunk him into or something?
I mean, there's ice walls.
I mean, there's ice walls. That's why I'm wondering. It's like, could you just push them into the ice and?
God, this is
Um,
great.
yeah, great. So, anything else?
Nope. I mean, at least I'm
Uh,
not casting ridiculous spells.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's only one person attacking,
So
not
I'm
3.
just having fun in my own way.
they really do not like that. So this one
Can't imagine why.
is casting fireball at you all.
Oh shit!
So that
Well, this will
coming.
go well.
Mhm.
I suddenly really wish I had Mage Slayer.
Yeah, Garm is like screaming at us in here.
The spidey senses tingle.
So
Mhm.
I need a dex save from everybody.
This is gonna go real well. Thank God I already have resistance.
Can they get all of us?
I'm definitely gonna yelp.
Uh,
I was
so I mean,
concentrating on the north ones.
yeah, it probably will not get bitter, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, whoops.
Sorry.
No, actually, I
No,
think we're close enough for Bitter to get caught too.
Are
I
you?
don't want.
Yep.
Doesn't matter to me.
I mean, it catches them, but I don't think they care.
So it looks like Pi is the only one that failed.
I'm flammable.
Wait, what?
Bitter
I only got a 10.
succeeded.
Oh, Show got it. Oh, see, I would still had it in my head that it didn't affect you. Yes, so Show.
See, oh, it's fine. I've
Bitter.
got resistance anyway,
Yeah.
so it don't matter.
Yeah. So Bitter and Pi, you take full damage.
Like how
I
it's
don't, but
Bitter
yeah.
and Pie.
Oh,
I know, right?
sorry, Bitter and Ember
I'm not.
take.
I'm an ember.
Yeah. And of course everybody else takes half, so 21.
Oh,
Wait,
so
21 is the half?
Yeah, we don't know what it did for damage.
Yeah, we don't see
Yes.
damage.
Yeah.
Do that.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 42 damage.
Okay. Okay.
Woo!
Oh,
The half is 21.
I'm very glad that I have
Ow.
resistance to that.
I'm also going to point out I succeeded on my save, and my weapon gives me resistance, so I actually only take a quarter of the
The-
damage.
The
Okay.
heck am I concentrating on?
Oh.
I'm confused. I don't have a concentration spell up.
That's
That's what you
oh.
think.
It's possible that there's a token somewhere in another map that has concentration
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, probably. It's fine. Don't worry
Put it
about
on your token and then take it off. That might get rid of it.
I don't know what the thing for concentration is, but
It's the
Yeah.
timer.
are you? Well, whatever.
Anyway, that
Yeah, I
one's
think-
done.
Yeah,
Good.
Addie,
great.
I don't like
you
this.
see a flaming cat in front of you. Or to the
Don't I
side
see
of you.
3 flaming cats?
You see Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Wait,
Yes,
do
you
you
do.
see? Do you see one that's actually on fire and screaming, and the other mirrors are doing the same action, but they aren't actually on fire?
I think
Because
they
they're not
mirror.
real.
I think they mirror whatever's happening to you. But anyways, great. I hate this.
That's nice. Put me out.
Welcome to what's known as the Caves of Hunger.
Oh,
Okay.
this is terrible.
Well,
Great name,
and
Yeah.
this is the first room.
Yeah, room
yeah.
number 1.
I think
Great.
we need a long rest after this.
No.
We're
Nah.
not gonna get one.
Oh, by the way,
Mhm.
Vellum isn't on initiative.
Yeah, is Velen
Yeah,
there
I
anymore?
forgot. It's okay.
And did
Oh
she?
yeah,
Yeah,
Velen
okay.
got hit by the fireball too.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, she probably gets a save. Hold on.
She was distracted by the drop off, so maybe she's going last.
Yeah, no kidding. She was distracted.
So that's gonna be 22 healing for the cat.
Good.
Ow, 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 ow.
That was one of my 2
That's
spells, so you better be. You're not getting any more
so.
of those.
Excuse me.
And I think Cure Wounds is an action.
Yeah.
It is.
Is it?
Huh, Velen made her save.
Of course she did.
Of course she did.
No. Query of Curiosity. Oh wait, it's probably a spell-like effect and not a fucking spell.
What's
I'm
that?
just double checking.
He was
Fireball.
thinking counterspell.
I don't have counterspell.
Bonus action.
So
Okay. I'm also going to use a bonus action healing light on myself because I would like to not die.
But as an FYI, it is a spell, not a spell
Oh,
like effect.
okay.
This
Act
was
like
written
that
before
is
those
spell-like.
decisions were made.
Thank
Those bad
God.
decisions were made.
Mhm.
All right, so I get 13
Ooh.
for myself.
Nice.
Sweet.
Excellent. And that's my turn.
Whoop. Sig.
What?
Sorry. Sorry. I thought it wasn't going to work, and then it worked.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm gonna aim at the already injured flame skull.
The one in front of you that goes next, try to kill
Yep.
it.
First attack does hit. 15.
Yes, that's going to hit.
17 damage, 2 of it cold.
Yeah, it's immune to cold, so you can.
Okay.
Lovely.
But it's on
I'm glad.
fire.
Yeah, that's why it's immune to cold, because it's burning.
Uh-huh.
That's
It
stupid.
lives
Okay,
inside
second
of
attack.
iceberg.
29 to hit.
Oh, yes, that hits.
Wow.
9 slashing. Is
I
it
mean, at
still
least
up?
it's a magical
Okay.
weapon.
Nope, it's down.
Okay.
Oh, thank God. We need to kill these things fast.
And then Sig just points her weapon at the skull left near her and is like, "You're next." And I'm done.
Okay. Ember.
Is Velen going?
No.
Okay. You useless witch. Not that I said that out loud.
I mean,
You
But
thought
you're
it
useless,
very
witch.
loudly.
I mean, pretend like she's doing stuff, but, you know.
All right.
She spends her action
And,
putting the fire out on herself.
Mhm.
Pap, 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 pap.
She's protecting the Professor Orb.
he doesn't
Should
have a
shake
mortal
him.
body.
Actually, no, that's not magical. All right, I'm going to use Starburst. What is that range? All right, cool. I will aim at the one that's already injured. I need a charisma save.
Charisma save. Roll a 1.
I think
It
that's
has
a
no
fail.
charisma. It's a skull with green
Just
flames on
none.
it.
I'm going to point out it still has more charisma than Sig.
True.
All right, so that's 11 radiant damage.
Which one are you attacking? The one
The
directly
one
in
that's
front of you?
injured.
Oh, the one that's injured. Okay. How much? 11?
Yep.
Okay. Boom, it's gone.
Only one coconut now.
2.
Yeah, but he's only holding one coconut.
Oh, that's true. Yes, he's only holding one. Oh, that one's dead.
Again.
God.
So this one is just as mad as the last one.
Can't imagine why.
Yeah.
Just a mystery.
And it will cast Fireball.
Yeah.
Will it?
Hey,
Oh, thank
Hey,
the
Val-
gods.
Now,
Oh,
now that I
thank
have
you, little
now that I
bitch.
have a hand free, can I just like try to clamp the mouth shut?
Oh, fuck.
That's
Car-
not the one. Oh, actually, that is one of the ones casting. Yeah, give me a strength check. Because it has to say
Yeah.
something to cast the spell. It has
20.
a Holy crap. All right, hold on.
No.
Aren't you glad you have a hand free to be like, nope?
Yep.
You're like, oh, I'll just drop the one that's not on fire then.
Yeah, it starts to say something, and you clamp it so hard that somehow you have taken the magical essence out of this thing so that it has no voice, even though it's really just a floating skull with
Yep.
fire on it.
Yep.
So I will let that happen. You just saved everybody 28 points of damage.
Oh, thank you.
boy.
Beautiful.
Bitter.
And I'm sorry if I'm
Okay.
wrecking your encounter by doing this.
I'm not sorry.
I think I'm wrecking it more than you are.
I'm just happy
I
because
mean-
that means Ember still has counterspell.
Yes.
I have 3 slots.
I mean,
We need to
you
save.
know, it did get a fireball off and do 21 points of damage to several of you and
Everyone.
42 to several
Yeah.
people. So, you know,
Mhm.
that's, yeah.
Okay. So, my thing is, do I want to use another second level spell slot to make everybody beat up on these guys again? Yeah, kinda.
Don't waste all your spell slots. We don't know what else we're going to be dealing with in here.
You're only technically in the second room.
Yeah.
I know. This is a second level spell slot. I'm not wasting my third and fourth level spell slots.
No!
It's his character.
I know. I know.
So, bonus action.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Oryx. Slam. If you please. If you like.
All right. I'm just gonna smash it against the wall.
Okay.
And then, let's go with Sig. For another one.
12 to the one I'm holding.
16 to the one I'm near.
And then. Huh. It doesn't. I can actually attack it without using my reaction, but no. All right. Hey, Addie. Choose
Yeah.
one.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go after the one that Oryx is holding.
Okay, it needs to make a dex save.
Yep.
Can it even?
13.
Not enough. Take 6 radiant.
Is this a spell?
It's a cantrip.
It rolled a 19. Sorry. It has advantage against spells.
Oh,
Ah.
okay. Then it doesn't take 6 radiant.
Oh man. And then I'm going to, because it's got advantage on that. Well, I guess I'll just have to use the only spell that I've got that isn't a freaking saving throw as a cantrip. That it's not
Yeah.
immune to.
Against which one?
This one.
Okay. How much?
So for 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
And it just gets borked into the wall.
It gets pushed away. Okay. Do you want it to actually go away or just get
No,
pushed into the wall?
I just want it to get borked into the wall.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Oryx.
I'll let it go, and then I'm going to make 3 attacks on it, and I'll do it recklessly.
Flame
Roll
Skull's like,
for-
finally! And then
Nope.
I'm free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
And then-
shit.
Yeah.
23 for 7. 24 for 10. And 25 for 10.
wow, we're rolling really high.
Yeah.
Orc's very pointy. Very
It's
dangerous.
still up though. So
Oh no.
That was magical slashing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
For he is a
It
magical
counts as magical.
yeah, his claws are magic.
I'm like, someone finish it off.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right.
Only 3
This
attacks.
one in front of Sig. What is it gonna do? 2 magic missiles at Sig. 7 damage.
Rude.
I know, right? And it tries to move away, so you'll get an attack.
14 to hit.
That hits.
11 slashing damage.
Does not take it out.
Darn it.
So it moves out of your sight. And
Rude.
then it is Addie's turn.
One to the north is okay. Let's put some arrows in it. Come on, Addie. Please, don't do this to
That's
me.
going to miss.
How did you even?
You know you're not exhausted, right?
All right. That bastard tried to move away from me. 1, 2. Oh, there it is. 3. 14 to hit.
Yep.
19 slashing damage.
Oh, you mad?
As you're taking it down, it starts to say, "How dare you enter my hut?" And then it stops. Anything else?
That was 1, 2, 3, 4. Sadly, I can't get all the way over to that. So, yeah, I'm done. One left, guys.
Dead. And Ember.
Stupid freaking flame skulls. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and assume that green flame blade is not going to be the greatest thing to use, and I'm just going to use a regular attack.
What
Might
part,
heal it.
what part gave it away? The green or the flame?
11
Yes.
misses.
Wait, no, those are just fires. No one saw that.
That one's dead. And that one. Oh, boy.
Try me, bitch.
um... I love how it says it has a body.
On blur. Oh
Yep.
noes.
Wait, is that a spell or a spell-like ability?
It's a spell. Are you going to counter it?
I don't know what you're doing, but don't. Bonk. I cast that at 3rd level.
Well, it is going to move away anyway, which means both of you get an attack on it.
You fool.
Go for it.
Nyeh.
That hits. How much damage?
11 piercing.
Oh, okay. It's gone. It tries to move it. That's why it was trying to blur, because it wanted to get away.
That's fair.
And, yeah. Okay.
Successful concentration.
Yeah, right. Great.
Unsuccessful life.
All right. It is gone. We are out of combat. And it's 10 o'clock, so we are probably coming up among the end times of the session. So,
Work night.
Hmm?
Since it's a work night.
Yeah.
For most people.
So this is actually a good place to stop, because if you
Okay.
go any further, you're probably going to meet some other creatures.
Oh, lovely.
Just,
We would never.
I mean, it's
They
a
don't know we're here.
glacier,
We had
and
to
to get in it, you had to say something about the glacier and all the things trapped in it. So, I mean,
Listen, they didn't
Everything's
hear
right now.
anything about this battle. It was very quiet.
yeah, really quiet. Yes,
Super
it
quiet.
was
It was
totally,
Yeah.
totally
silent
quiet.
fireball.
We're
I'm
not
just
in an
silent.
echoey
No,
No,
iceberg.
no.
no
I'm
echoes at all.
sure.
No.
I'm sure that
No.
fireball that went off was real silent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
super
and the
silent.
crunching
Yeah,
of the
mhm,
skulls.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
how much of the room melted, and how much of it is already freezing up again?
That's a good question.
So
actually.
it's really cold in here. So really, even as like if the flame skull was near the wall, you would see it start to melt and then ice right back over.
So they're the reason that these icicles have been forming here to begin
Probably.
with.
Just like
Yeah,
wandering
in
around.
part, yeah.
I imagine
Um,
all the icicles have shattered now that a fireball went off in this
Oh,
chamber.
yes. Yeah, none
Ouch.
of those are there anymore. They're all gone.
I'm
Yeah.
shocked.
God,
Mm.
I'm so mad. I'm tempted to just start making more of them.
To preserve
I'm
them.
sure that will make Oral really happy.
Is that very
on
important
on the
for
way
you?
out.
Yeah.
You really have to stop pointing out why you're one of Earl's chosen.
I'm
Why am I
not.
chosen by Arl? I can't imagine.
Hey, I'm not. I'm just the son of one of her chosen.
Why
Oh
does
no,
this
she
keep
had a statue
happening?
of you.
Yeah,
He is
I.
now dead. Passed along the title.
Shit. I did not think of that part.
What do you mean I have consequences?
Consequences in my game? All right.
is
Well,
All
right.
thanks.
Oh no, I know all about having consequences, but this is entertaining for Bitter, or for me playing Bitter. Because he's like, oh shit, but this is something I've always. Oh shit. I wonder
Uh-huh.
why
Uh-huh.
she has a statue of me when I've been doing
Anyways.
artwork.
Anyway,
Thanks for watching, guys. Check us out
Thank
on
you for watching.
YouTube. Follow us on Twitter at McGardy RPG. Support us on Patreon at McGardia. Get some cool maps. Not from this game, but I am 3 maps away from finishing Dungeon of the Mad Mage. So go check that out. Thanks for watching, and see you on Tuesday. Bye.
See you later.
Bye.